This is the murder mystery of the Black Dahlia. On the morning of January 15th, 1947, a mother was on a walk with her daughter. In Limerick Park, a neighborhood in LA, they stumbled upon the corpse of 22-year-old Elizabeth Short. Her body was discovered severed cleanly in half at the waist, positioned with her legs spread and her hands folded behind her head. The body was completely clean and drained of all blood and wiped down with gasoline. Elizabeth Short, also referred to as Black Dahlia due to her love for black sheer clothing in the iconic film Blue Dahlia that was out at the time, was born on July 29, 1924 in Boston, Massachusetts. At the time, shortly before her tragic murder, she worked as a waitress with hopes to make it in Hollywood as an actress. She was renting an apartment behind the Florentine Gardens nightclub on Hollywood Boulevard. Robert Red Manley was her boyfriend at the time and was the first suspect due to his history of breakdowns following his service in the war. But he had a solid alibi and agreed to 2 lie detectors, which he passed. The real killer didn't take kindly to the false accusations of Manley, so he called the LA Examiner stating he would eventually turn himself in, but wanted to enjoy the police looking for him for a while longer. The killer sent the police some of Elizabeth's belongings, including an address book with the name Mark Hansen on the cover, a man who allowed Short to stay at his home because she was friends with his girlfriend, making Hansen a suspect. Another suspect was Leslie Dillon, a 27-year-old bellhop who made himself a suspect by reaching out to the LAPD psychiatrist about the killing, but he had a loosely convincing alibi and there wasn't enough evidence to convict. On top of the list of many suspects is George Hoddle, who topped the list because his son Steve Hoddle found evidence that made him believe his father to be the killer. Photographs of a girl who appeared to be Elizabeth Short and envelopes with handwriting that resembled the messages sent to the police and newspaper were discovered by Steve after his father's death in 1999. Unfortunately, to this day, the killer of Elizabeth Short, known as Black Dahlia, is yet to be confirmed despite all of the speculation.